Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Exploring the Car. Whoa. Whoa. I'm out here walking my daughter right now. We're going for a walk and we're collecting bird feathers for wands. Whoa. You know, my feet, my knee too. I have a knee that needs an ACL. And my feet is messed up still from walking like 10 years in the warehouse, 14 miles a day on concrete, and from kickboxing and being on wrestling mats and all that for years. Who's that, Lorene? Oh, it's Megan. Who was that in there? Angel Fire. What's up? But me and my daughter out here collecting some bird feathers on the walk for wands. I got one blue jay one already. Yeah, I got the blue jay one. That's a powerful one. I use that for protection. It's good for baby protection, fierce motherly protection. It's also people that are out to steal from you or out to hurt you. It's good for that as well. I'm gonna be actually on Leak Project today. I've been on Leak Project many times before, with Rex Bear right here on YouTube. That'll be 1 p.m. my time, 1 p.m. Eastern. I'm trying to read the chat. Yeah, you know what? Soul families find each other. That's how we all meet, and we all find each other in the chats, and we all find each other somehow. And you know, I've been suppressed right here on YouTube. My subscribers have literally not moved in a year and a half. It's there's some sort of YouTube, you can't even explain it. I gotta call my YouTube rep and talk to them, because I did get one email a while back saying they couldn't explain it, but everything's significantly higher than what it's showing. Because I was gaining a couple hundred subscribers a month when I first started doing videos like 2 years ago or so. And once I got to 2190, it stayed that way, and it would go up a couple and then down a couple. Then it stays like within 2180 and 2186 for a year and a half, and it seems like every time I'll lose, it'll go down to 2170 and then back up to 2186, and then it never goes past 2190. So I stopped concentrating on it. I stopped worrying about it. It doesn't really matter. So it's just that it's pretty funny too. It was like almost exactly when I started Patreon and making a lot of my videos unlisted, only for patrons. And I do a lot of videos live here too for YouTube for free and for public. But I also have some videos that are select for my patrons for certain platforms. So coincidentally, right when I started putting my Patreon link and talking about Patreon as well, they all of a sudden my subscribers don't move anymore, and it seems like every time I gain some, it actually goes down, and then it'll go back up. So it's kind of weird. It's like some weird glitch in the system. But too, they take a lot of money from me with donations. So I don't know. It's a big cut they take, because there's sometimes I get a lot of donations and then I'll only get like $100 for the month. It's fucking weird. So yeah, I don't know how YouTube works. It's seems a little corrupt, but whatever. I post my videos on here. because it's a popular platform. But you know, this whole internet thing is not going to be for any of us come soon. You know, I don't, in a few years in the future, this is not going to be the right way, because it's making us sicker, it's making us more corrupt, and it's a replication of true spiritual abilities. We should some sort of device to be able to access information. So I have an interesting, very interesting show I'm going to do today with Rex at Leak Project. I tend to go on his show every year or so. So I go all out on. There's no holding back, and of course I share very similar things every week on Truth Frequency Radio on my show at TFR. But I'm gonna give you guys a little clue to what we're gonna be talking about. I don't see. I did get one blue jay feather so far. You see any, Tana, baby? Tana, say hi. Say Elmo. She don't want to talk. Where's your baba? All right. So I was talking to you guys a little bit the last few videos how I've been studying the Kabbalah. I mean, I've been reading about it for decades, literally. I'm 41, and I first found out about Kabbalah when I was a teenager, and I've been reading about it ever since, you know, researching it. But I didn't start to dive into it in a deeper way, purposely, until I was 40, because it's recommended by Jewish mystics that you wait till you're 40 years old to try to understand the coding and formulas of the Zohar and different Hebrew mysticism, like you know, the Sefer Yetzirah, the Book of Formation or Creation, or the Book of Abraham, whatever you want to call it, you know, and various other works by a lot of Talmudic mystics, sages, and the more I dive into it, the more I realize what's taking place on this planet, and the horrific distortion of abilities that's taking place in the kingdom that the Jewish people that are practicing Kabbalah, a lot of these different clans within Kabbalah, the Hasid movement, and even the Noahites. Now, Noahide used to mean the people of Noah, but now, if you guys aren't familiar with the term, now it's become a term that people are working on this house here, sorry, but now it's become a term for non-Jews that are following the religion of Judaism, and some of them practicing even Kabbalah and different. So it's basically what they call Gentiles supporting the redemption of the Jewish race, and they see themselves as special DNA, chosen DNA. Now, of course, I don't condone what's happened throughout history, and I'm not even talking about the Nazis and Hitler. Way before that, even. I mean, in most countries, a lot of times Jews, they would have to check in even before they travel before they do things. I mean, crazy shit, you know? There was a reason why motherfuckers were keeping tabs on their DNA. And tabs on their people. It's because of what's encoded within the consciousness, imprinted on them eternally. And now, what I'm about to mention now, I'm going to go in deeper today on my show on Leapfrog, because the movie The Matrix has some truths in it for sure. Even the back of the head where, like, they plug into people right there in that spot on the head. The back of your head, this is an important area that is tied to your soul. There's a special bone in that area that contains all the information of your incarnation. And this is where people are cloned from, and this is where, in the last days that they talk about in the Bible, how the dead will be resurrected. This is from where the dead will be resurrected in their graves, from that bone. And in Hebrew, they call this the luz bone, or Luz bone. And this is, or Lutz bone, the Lutz bone. You know, this is spelled L-U-Z. Now, the thing is that they've replicated many of these bones and stored them within a very special high-tech computer. And this is not the real spiritual technology of the Lutz bone. This is actually a replicated version used with a spiritual replicating technology. And although it's compatible with us, it almost tricks the body into believing it's true spiritual technology, true Adamic technology. But see, the atom, if you want to call it, that was from a higher spiritual realm. And when he messed up, if you want to say, in that spiritual realm, it caused a cosmic collapse. And this reality was built upon the old reality, right on top of the old reality. So what's in us is literally programming from a previous reality. We are the remnants of that collapse. And in Israel, and China's involved with this as well, as soon as babies are born, they are replicating that Lutz bone, trying to see what they can get out of this. If there's previous incarnations when the baby first comes out, what's going to happen in the baby's future. All of this they can find within the Lutz bone. And if you look in the Bible, you'll find this word as well, and the city of Lutz. And this city is a place, actually a physical place, connected to the Holy of Holies, and it's also connected to a higher dimensional reality. Places you can access through the Adamic DMT, through the DMT within your body. Not the DMT you extract externally, but the natural DMT from within your body at the moment of death, and other moments of near-death experiences where you get transported to what they call the city of Luz. So we call this something else within my lineage. It can even be called the Fields of Josaphat, the Elysian Fields. There are all different realms within the consciousness, within the higher dimensional reality. And this is related to all the visions I've had with giants having these headsets on. It has to do with a certain bone in the back of your head and your pineal gland. It's all, and we're going to be going deeper into this because there's certain... Wow, I get cut off when I'm trying to talk. And like I said before, I believe that the spiritual residue of Adam, the Adam who was working with a spiritual technology to align duality, to align, because the previous races were androgynous, then man split. And we had huge versions, big ass giants, a mutated version. And the Nephilim are basically cosmic fallout, cosmic abortion, the supernatural transformation of Lilith when she would not agree to lie down beneath Adam, and the defilement of Eve. This all caused a cosmic abortion, and that left over. And then women are mating with the race. It means like to abort, to fall. And the more I see what's happening, and in sciences, and more than that now, but the mystical number of 7, the 7 planes of existence, the Noahide laws even, right? What they're interfacing with that has duped humanity, that is taking away, that is coating us, coming over us like a net, like a soul net. Well, the Nephilim are cosmic codes, mutated codes that fall into this realm and have inhabited the minds of man now, taken over man, mixed their DNA with man, and they are interfaced. They are inside the electricity. The technology they're working with is a replication of spiritual glow, of the Noga in Hebrew. And it's true. I mean, even what I'm talking about with the bones, there's a reason why when Moses left Egypt, he had to take the bones of Joseph. And now one of their avatars is the Moshiach ben David, but also the Moshiach ben Yosef. This is the avatar, the Messiah of Joseph, the incarnation of Joseph, the divine avatar that they believe comes in generations to help bring the redemption. And when Moses left Egypt, what did he bring with him besides the people? He brought Joseph's bones with him. And supposedly, now according to Kabbalah and Jewish mysticism and most Jewish belief systems, that Joseph, he was taught the the 70 languages of the angels and the 7 sciences by Archangel Gabriel and Metatron, the replicator quantum computer, the swirling codes of Metatron taught him, along with what they call the Archangel Gabriel, taught him, imprinted on his bones, the sacred languages of angelic creatures and the 7 sciences, the keys to the 7 sciences, the keys to nature, the keys to stargates, the keys to spiritual technology, imprinted on his bones, imprinted on who he is. This is why Moses needed to take them out of Egypt. It wasn't just for worship. It was much more than that. And this is what they are working with in Israel today. The technology from the bones of Yosef. And we're going to be talking about this today as well, along with other amazing information. So check me out. I'll be on Leak Project 1 p.m. Like and subscribe right here. Hit the like button if you liked what you heard. I'm at patreon.com/themysticalspiral and themysticalspiral.com. I will have my new spiritual tool on my website today before I go on Leak Project. I'm going to do it now. Yeah, well, the Naga is involved with this as well. And you could check all of this information out about the Naga, about Nephilim, about Lilith, all of this, right? Mystical-spiral.com. No www, just themysticalspiral.com. I have spiritual weapons. I have shamanistic classes available. I have crystals. Anything you need to start your shamanistic journey. Spiral out.